Hello and welcome back for game two. We got a fun, exciting Republic v Republic on Ancient Knowledge, um, which is the new scenario if you're unaware. This scenario, as you can see, there's three objectives on the board. You may spend an action to transmit, and you are assigned the Ancient Knowledge condition, which allows you to spend it as to modify a result, um, such as changing a result to an evade or changing a result to a hit. Um, Additionally, uh, if you control more ancient knowledge than your opponent, um, you'll still score your 2 points, but you must drop one at the end phase. So it's a pretty interesting scenario. One I very much enjoy. And yeah, um, I know there's not a ton of people here, and that's okay. But betting is open. Um, I believe I've closed this before I could check. Uh, we have Will representing the Michiana Marauders versus Joel of the Seven Sons. This series is at 1-0. Don't you stream snipe. Don't you stream snipe. But nah, yeah. Michiana Marauders are up 1-0 right now. But this should be a fun one. I'm not super well versed in ancient knowledge, so I'm interested to see how these two lists will pan out. And over on Nickel City, Greg has a game going on right now, which I'm sure he is excited to do. He has Johnny versus Hamdongle. Not sure who each of them play for, but that's a game 5. Uh, I'm gonna figure it out. Is it? I don't know. But it's a game 7, so but thank you guys for being here. Green. Oh, Joel changed colors. Obi is red, Anakin is yellow. I need to change that up. Sinker is purple. And oddball is green. Now I'm caught up. I've got some interesting dinner next to me. Life is good. But I hope everyone's excited for the weekend. Gonna pitch it again, like I pitched in game one. The 3-1-2 Conquest is this weekend. It's the Bay Area Conquest. And Nick would love to have you guys. So, little Anakin Skywalker in the Ada, just sort of doing his thing. I don't expect to see much combat in the early stages. But I'm gonna put some chicken in my mouth. Alright, round 2 coming up. I forgot to start the timer. It's always something with me. 111 is 74 minutes, or 71 minutes. Shakti letting Anakin barrel roll in the end phase. That's probably going to be the last time I call Anakin Anakin, and I'll probably call him Adakin. So if I say Adakin, I'm referring to Will's Anakin, and if I say Delta 7 Anakin, you know who I'm talking about. But round 2 coming up. I do want to say thank you to both Joel and Will for letting me stream their game kind of last minute, but and if you want to watch or not watch, if you want me to stream your game, be it 3-1-2, a pickup game, Top Gun, Nickel City, if there's the Polish League, I'll stream that. Let me know. Shoot me a message on Discord, and I'll be glad to stream your game. But we're going to be picking up knowledge in this next round. My guess is we're going to see a systems phase boost from Adakin. And then probably a 5 straight to go that 7 straight that Adakin can go. Or Will's just going to go 2 bank left and play it slow. Alright, round 2. And Will is first this time. Anything in systems phase for either of these players? Does not appear so. So, Sinker with the one bank. Is he gonna claim knowledge? Does not appear so. So now all of Will's force. Wolf doing a one bank, it looked like. Yeah. One hard from Click. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Sacy. So Sacy does the barrel roll. Oh, this is 7B Sacy too. Interesting. Probably trying to set up that shattering shot. Oh, and a boost. Okay. So Sacy will be getting shot, but Click with the focus, and Shakti claims knowledge. Will was saying that Shakti needs to die 2 more times for him to get the bounty. And does Oddball claim knowledge? Oddball sure does claim knowledge. And then Obi-Wan boosts and claims knowledge. So Joel will have to drop one in the end phase. I gotta see if I can look at these tokens. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anakin with the 2 bank. Oh, and we had a disconnect from Will. So we'll give him a second to reconnect. This gives me... I didn't ban him. Hopefully he can reconnect. There we go. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay. So we were on Anakin's action. Will is probably looking to see how far away Anakin can get if he did a 3 bank. But just gonna evade with Anakin. And, he was close with the call out. Joel did a 3 straight. But he's gonna barrel roll to the right. Which kind of says, I don't want to deal with any of that. I just noticed Joel's list. I thought Anakin had more loadout than that. Oh, Delta 7 only has 5. While 7B has 9. Okay. Well, Obi-Wan's gonna shoot now. Range 3 in the click. 2v4. Kingdom for a focus. Well, you know you're gonna get shot back. Yeah, just gonna leave it at 1. Click. Oh! Hate to see it. That's that's a shot that should not have hit. I saw Will typing. Dice jail. So, Shakti now. 2v4. Surely she can get it damaged through, just like Obi-Wan, right? Spent a force. And Obi-Wan... 2 evades. And we're pulling up dice scores. Scooter rolled 4 dice, has a negative green dice. Alrighty, 3v5 it should be, right? Oh no, it's 7B. So 2 hits, and yeah, you don't want to take damage. So 2 evades. So score after round 2 should be 2-1. And Joel drops oddballs. And now all the thingies recharge. These are also 2 captains for the Nickel City X-Wing League. Scooter, Will being the captain of KDB, and Joel being the captain of, if I can remember correctly, captain of Jagged Axe. Which I believe... I know I'll be playing KDB again. The Berserkers will be. Because divisions are getting mixed up. but I don't know if I'm playing or if we're going to be playing Jagged Axe. So we shall see. Let's go check on the score of that other game that's happening right now. Well, I see 2 ships are dead on that other game that's happening. I'll get a better score update here in a second. Oh, it's tied at 6, and they're playing chance over there. So but we're going to pay attention to this game because this game's more fun. Joel really thinking about what to do with Obi-Wan. Hopefully he didn't freeze. Okay, he was just deep in thought with Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is in a pretty tough spot here because he is about to take potentially 4 shots. But Joel figured it out, so. And Will's changing Shock T's. And Will is the first player. So the only overlap they have is the 2 Anakins. Otherwise, the overlap doesn't matter. So first up should be Sinker. Oh, system phase. Shock T is going to boost. And Anakin is going to barrel roll. Or Anakin, I should say. And now we go to Sinker. And Sinker does a 3 bank. And claims the ancient knowledge. So now is 95% of Will's list. 5 straight with Shock T. And she's not in a good spot. Oh, and neither is Sacy. Though I don't think Sacy minds too much because he's got a shattering shot. So it'll probably be a 4v2 in the Sinker. Wolf doing a 1 bank. Gonna lock Sinker. And This might... I think this is an all-in on sinker kind of turn. Click focuses. And now Obi-Wan does a 3 bank. Only enemy. And I can't imagine he focuses. If he does, well, maybe a focus wouldn't be. Yeah, so Joel focuses with Obi-Wan. Oddball takes a strain, rolls to see if he's ionized, is not ionized. Gets to take an action, and does Oddball? Okay, Oddball doesn't get any cool things for overlapping. Anakin, not, or Anakin, not in a bad spot. Gonna boost. Saying I don't want to get shot by Oddball, but Oddball might just shoot him anyway. And Delta 7 Anakin is just going, nope, I'm good with the 4 straight. Probably just gonna focus. Sure does. So Anakin will get to shoot first into Oddball. Oh, gonna target lock. I thought he was gonna focus. Interesting. In other news, because it wouldn't be a kind of sort of not really 3-1-2 stream. Anakin just rolled 2 hits and a focus. Does Will spend a... He sure does. So 3 hits into Oddball. Oddball technically shouldn't have rolled anything. But, Brewers beat the Cubs today, so I'm sure Nick is thrilled. And now we got Delta 7 Anakin shooting Click. And Oddball is going to use his 7th fleet. And hey, that's a pretty good roll. You almost wish you took a focus instead. Spends 2 force, 5 hits into Click. And Click takes 3 and is dead. So that's a quick 3 points for Joel. So Oddball now, or Obi-Wan. I imagine Obi-Wan goes at... Yep, that's who I expected. So 2v2 into Wolf for nothing. And Oddball's going to shoot range 1 into Adakin, so this could be pretty scary. And I mean, it's. Oh, he gets the sinker reroll. 4 hits into Adakin. Adakin takes 2. Adakin down to 1. Will's green dice have just decided to not show up today, unfortunately. Range 0 into sinker and tyranny of 1 agility. Wolf now range 2 into sinker and kingdom for a focus. Gonna use Wolf's ability, and it doesn't pan out. And sinker takes 1. Actually, instead of doing that, I'm gonna do that. Okay, this is CC with the shattering shot and the target lock that got passed to the synchronized console. And that's what you want to see. 4 hits into sinker. And sinker takes 3. Down to 5 on sinker. Now sinker gets a shot. I guess we're skipping it. So Will gets 1, Joel gets 2, and it's 9-2. Cece's gonna do an end phase coordinate. Oh, not Cece, Shock T. Gonna let Wolf barrel roll, which I'm not a huge fan of. I would have rather had seen Cece barrel roll. But, yeah, Will's gonna have to really put in some damage now. But I appreciate you guys watching, even though Greg is streaming too. Means a lot. Like, genuinely. I also have Greg on in the background. But round 4 coming up. Losing click for Will isn't the worst thing, but taking half on Adakin is not the greatest right now. On the plus side, Joel only has one more 7th fleet unless he wants to go super fast with Oddball to reload. I also have to double check. I'm sorry. Oh, did he dedicate? Oh, he dedicated. Okay. So I got that wrong. Sinker is at 6. I missed the dedicated. Looks like we're deep in thought about something. You know what? While I'm doing this, or while they're planning, I'm gonna make my YouTube thumbnails. Alrighty. Will is first player. No systems for Will. The 4K from Sinker. Alrighty. And my YouTube thumbnails are both downloaded. While Wolf did a 1 bank and Shock T did a 4 straight. There's the Sacy over the gas cloud, unfortunately. And not ionized. Obi-Wan bumps, so that's pretty big for Sacy. And Oddball. I thought that was Sinker for a second. Oddball does a 2 hard. Probably to keep the pressure on Anakin. I am getting a good amount of pings. I just found out I'm getting Girl Scout cookies this weekend. That's exciting. Alright, where are we? What am I missing? Oddball is trying to decide on his action, takes a focus. Anakin saying, "Please don't shoot me, I'm fragile," as he claims an ancient knowledge. So this round it looks like Will is going to get 2 points. R4P17 allows him to do an action. Yeah, so it is tied up again. Right? Is that during the perform action step? I actually don't know. I'm going to let him keep going because I'm not 100% sure. But, Oddball does have... Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like during the perform action step or not. So, thank you for letting me know, Desi. Sinker does not... Oh, okay, but can you do scenario actions off of it? That's my confusion. Well, Oddball is gonna... Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So, but Anakin gets away. Obi-Wan range 0 is what it looks like. And just a crit. And Wolf takes 1. I think this is probably shoot at Oddball. As much as you want to shoot Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan's not turning around. Whereas Oddball is right there. You have 2 pretty decent shots in the Oddball. Yeah. Range 1 in the Oddball, 4v1. Oh. Hit crit in the Oddball. Oddball takes a crit. That crit is disabled power regulator. So nothing this round. Or, yeah. And the, the dice are just not... 2 crits, but... And Oddball takes 2. So that's half of Oddball. Crit 1 is a console fire. Crit 2 is a damage sensor array. So Will did get half, which is something he desperately needed. And more importantly, he did not lose Adekin. I may have spoken too soon. If I see him grab 5, he's going for Adekin. If I see him... Oh, he's going for Sacy. So it should be 3v2. Just 2 hits and a crit out of hand. And Sacy takes 1. So that could have been a lot worse. And a point apiece. So 5 to 10. Greg confirms perform action step. So R7, R4P17 is outside of action step. Okay, I'm gonna hop in and let them know. Because this is important to let them know. Hey guys, really quick. I've been trying to figure it out and I finally got an answer. R4P17 is outside the perform action step, if I remember correctly. Which would mean that Anakin could not claim the yeah, so Will would have to drop 1. Yeah, no worries. Okay, we got that fixed. So thank you, Desi, for getting that confirmed. And now Will has to drop 1. Okay, he got it. Gotcha. Okay. This is the second time it's come up today. In the 2 games I've streamed. So I'm just going to assume from now until the end of time, if they are performing a scenario action as their first action of the turn, they're fine. Any other time, they can't do a scenario action. During the perform action step. Sorry. During the perform action step, which... Yeah. When I say first action, I mean first action of the perform action step. I don't mean first action overall. I mean first action of the perform action step. Because that's what I've been told. First action of the perform action step is when you do scenario actions. Oh, okay. Sorry. I am making things more confusing, and I apologize to everyone. Because I've been told by everyone in my local community. No, I know, I know. There's only one action in the perform action step. I've just been told a couple times that it has to be like the first action you do, which is why my language is first action you do. But I know it's during the perform action step, so I apologize for that. There is only one action in Ba Sing Se, correct. I will attempt to fix my terminology. Um, that is 100% on me. So any action performed out of the. I'm sorry. Um, any action performed outside of the perform action step cannot be used for scenario action anytime during. Or, yeah, scenarios can only be performed during. Scenario actions can only be performed during the perform action step. Any other time you perform an action, um, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Mike, you're right. However, I'm remembering now if Anakin. Oh, hey. Hi, Greg. Thanks for rating. um, I'm bad at words, but so hypothetically, if Anakin um, used his ability to remove the stress, he'd then be able to claim it, right? Awesome. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for helping me not be so confused. How was the other game, everyone? Second to fourth best beer. Oh, you know. I had your game on in the background, so I saw a couple things here and there, but well, Anakin reclaims, and we're on to shots. So Anakin is gonna shoot at Sacy, range 2, and did he focus? I don't think he focused. So Joel's going to spend everything, and 2's going to get through. So that's half points on Sacy. And now we're on to Adakin, who only has Obi-Wan. Range 3. 2 hits into Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan is fine. Obi-Wan, range 0 into Wolf. 1 hit. Wolf takes 1. Oops. Now we go to Oddball. Oddball, who I think is actually going to hit the gas cloud again. I don't know if he... 2 hits into Sacy. Sacy, 1 evade. Okay, console fire doesn't take a damage. Yeah, probably gonna recharge 7th Fleet. So, Shock T now. Range 3 at Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan probably spends a force. Yeah, Obi-Wan's fine. Why? Because I like Ozatux? Alright. CC range 2 onto Sinker. Reroll, spend focus. Yeah, 3 into Sinker. And Sinker takes hit crit. That's half a Sinker. And the crit is a loose stabilizer. Wolf now. Oh. One hit and Tyranny of 1 agility. And Sinker is shooting at Oddball. Or not Oddball, Sacy. And 2 hits into Sacy. Sacy spends the force and takes nothing. So it's looking like it's going to be 2 to 1. Or 2 to 2. Whoops. And despite Will losing Click early, he's still holding on in this game. Just gotta say, I love these little Lego Force tokens that Joel has made. They're pretty cool. So, 17 minutes left. Will is not out of this game at all. Sinker is about to take a guaranteed 1 damage. Probably going to do a hard turn. And Oddball is going to land on that gas cloud, so that's 1 less shot that you're about to take. But you still have Anakin on 1 hull. And Stacey's not looking good either. Alright, Nick just said he's on a work trip next week, so if you want your 312 game streamed, just let me know. I'll be around all week. I should also probably start thinking about getting my Top Gun games in. Oh, Sinker, I think, also used 7th Fleet. Yeah, Sinker used 7th Fleet. I just sort of look at this board state, and I'm not sure what I would do here. So I'm glad I'm not playing this game. I'm expecting a hard turn, probably down the board for, well, maybe up the board for Sinker. Because it's better to take 1 damage than a potential 2. Oddball, unfortunately, has nowhere he can go that's really safe, so... But here we go. So we're doing systems phase. Oddball is going to recharge like we all called. Oh, Joel's just flying over it, so he takes a guaranteed 1 on Sinker. Has to roll for the rock. Doesn't take a damage, and I'm assuming he just fixes loose. Oh, he just focuses. That's interesting. Not sure why, but I mean, why not? Oh, and Sinker also has his 7th fleet. True, 12 minutes left can probably run out the clock. Shock T gets ionized. Yeah, I think Will forgot to roll. Which is a little bit surprising because he hasn't forgotten the rest of the game. Obi-Wan doing a hard 1, wow. And yeah, he's going for the kill on Anakin. And if not Anakin, then Shock T. Joel takes an ion, so he's... Oh, and the disabled power regulator should have fixed itself. Well, that's good. Like genuinely, that's very good. And Anakin, that's even better. So he's not going to be able to 7th. No, he will be able to 7th fleet. Yeah, no, for Delta 7, it's the best scenario. You're in between 2 ships, you're not getting shot. But this is range 1 in the oddball. And honestly, if you can kill oddball here. Alright, well, oddball takes 1. Dice have just not been going Will's way. If he could have killed oddball there, then... But Anakin range 0 into Wolf. 1 into Wolf. Not sure what Will's doing. I just hear the dice being shaken in the background. And Tyranny of 1 agility. Has to roll. Takes 1 more into oddball. But Anakin is going to get to shoot here. So is he going to take the 7th fleet shot? He sure is. So 4v2. And she needs paint on 2. So Shock T takes 2. Oh, he's going to spend. Shock T takes 1. Uh, so that's really good for Will there. Yeah, losing half there sort of puts you out of the game. So 4v0. Spend the focus, and that's a dead oddball. Ooh. Lambolo, thank you. I really appreciate that. Joel. All right, so Will gets 1, Joel gets 2. 5 minutes left. And Wolf can just sort of hunt down Sinker, it looks like. Yeah, Wolf and Sacy can both grab to tie the game. Shock T being on 2 is kind of scary. But there's no way for I mean, Obi-Wan can bump into Anakin and Sacy again and get a nice range one shot, but who knows from there. And I think Joel actually forgot about the loose stabilizer because Will pinged it. So Sinker is probably about to take another damage. Oh, true. But can you one straight comfortably knowing Wolf is right there? That's that's the scary thing. And Wolf has his charge back, so he gets a reroll. True. And with a little under or a little over the time I have, maybe going to one straight isn't the worst thing. Yeah, you're probably right. I actually don't remember if Joel dropped for having. I don't know. Well, he just did a one straight focus, so. What matters more, getting the kill or getting the point? Will's checking to see. He's looking. He probably doesn't have the obstruction for the shattering shot. Yeah, but with Anakin and Obi-Wan probably looking at Shock T, that puts Joel up to 18. Sinker only gets you 3 points. He's going to boost. And then he's going to focus, so that means Wolf might have a good chance at helping this game out. Enemy bump only, so that's pretty big. Oh, 3 plus 2 for scenario. That I completely forgot about that. You're right. So 5 points total. Well, Obi-Wan's not going to have a shot, so he's going to barrel roll. Is he going to try to take out Wolf? I think he's going to try to take out Wolf. Or get half a Wolf. Because I don't think you're doing 7 damage. So this may have just... Yeah, there's the purple Talon roll. Yeah, now this is really scary for Obi-Wan. And Anakin, the easier of the two to kill is Anakin. But now you might have 2 shots into Anakin. So you still have 2 shots, but you're probably losing Shock T. Yeah, he still has the Anakin shot, and he still has the Wolf shot if he wants it. Yeah, Will's trying to figure out who's the easier of the two to get half on. He's going to take the range 1 in bullseye. Yeah. Well, that's a good start. Spend the force, 4 hits. And Anakin, or not Anakin, Obi-Wan takes 2. So that's a shield upgrade. So 3 and a bullseye. And with 2 left, yeah, you gotta spend everything. So that kills her. So Shock T goes down. And Obi-Wan's going to take the shot, but I don't imagine him using any force. Just on the off chance that, oh, he uses 7th Fleet. Okay. Well, Joel, you have a lock. And Wolf takes 2. And it's a damage sensor, right? So it's a pretty blank. Alright, so he needs to do 3 to sinker on essentially a 4v3. And that's a good roll. So Joel's not going to get any points now for the scenario. I don't know, man. I'm just streaming the game. He uses the ancient knowledge because and a crit goes in, so it's not enough. The crit is a fuel leak. And I think that's going to do it. So an incredibly close game. Will gets 2. And if he killed Sinker, that would have probably won him the game. I have to look at Wolfpack now. Okay. So yeah, I'm sure we'll just let him do it. So well, that's going to do it. 18 to 15 is the final on a very hard-fought Ancient Knowledge game. Part of me wonders if he probably should have shot back at Obi-Wan. But who knows? But that's going to do it for me. Again, 18 to 15. Thank you to both of these players for letting me stream. And thank you to Lambolo for the 4 gifted subs. That truly means a lot. Again, if you want your game streamed next week, let me know. And until then, I will see y'all next time.